I was looking at the history of Martin Luther.
Oh, interesting.
And how he went against the church when no one was going against the church. But the way he got such a big following was the printing press had just been invented.
Yeah.
And he used that for his propaganda.
Yeah.
And then nailed it on the wall, on the door of the church.
Door of the church in
But,
the 1600s.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Not a great time to go against the church either. You know, he was a pretty brave guy.
I know. What are you doing? You either got to be mad or a genius. And I think a lot of these people we're talking about, they're verging on that razor edge of...
but we talked about before. There's that madness and genius. It's a
what was
very
it? Ted
sharp
Kaczynski.
line. Ted Kaczynski, yeah.
We were
Wayne's favourite serial killer.
We were comparing Ted Kaczynski to some of the other geniuses at that time.
Yeah.
But look at Galileo. He was prosecuted by the church, you know.
The Earth doesn't rotate, or the sun doesn't rotate around the Earth. It's the other way around.
What a time to sort of...
I mean, that's got to be one of the greatest eras around that whole Renaissance era as well, of just...
Well, you think
evolution, you know?
Da Vinci and Michelangelo didn't live that far apart, and they were in the same time.
Yeah.
Like two of the greatest were living around the same area at the same time. Like, when do you get that?
And they had patronage, which is a big thing. Patrons. So those guys could work unencumbered by the needing to earn a living.
Well, they were getting paid pretty well by the church.
Yeah, by the church to do to do the artwork, but they also had just rich, wealthy patrons who would, you know, pay them to do their work. You know, maybe take a painting of them or an invention, there was a lot of that back then, which made having that reverence for art and gave those guys the ability to do that.
What annoys me is when they credit the work to a higher religious cause. So they sort of said that the reason why the work is so beautiful is because it was influenced by God. Yeah. And it's just not right. Because, I mean, you got to look at who was paying at the time. I mean, if you had a science institution paying Michelangelo to do the work for them, can you imagine what he would have come up with, you know?